This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details. Just in case you missed it, it's the top 5 sports talkers of the day. Now, it's time for Dan Barrero's Top 5 at 5. Brought to you by Gutter Helmet of Minnesota. Never clean your gutters again. Learn more at gutterhelmetmn.com.
Are you going to lead with Vikings joint practice with New England?
Do you want me to? I can. I wasn't intending to.
I think you should.
Okay.
I want to read you. This is an individual who was apparently Greg from Lakeville. It sounds like he was at practice today. This was the joint practice, day 1 of 2, featuring the homestanding Vikings and the visiting New England Patriots without Tom Brady and without Bill Belichick.
Well, Parcells coached there, too.
That's true.
So you're not that far
Here's what he wrote. Vikings practice. Dan, I've always heard KOC say a quarterback has to be accurate. JJ looked again like his passes are a bit off today. Acrobatic catches needed.
But you know what?
A few overthrows and misses.
It's frustrating.
And that's knowing he won't be hit. I guess I expected greater accuracy. Any of the Jackals offering any sort of similar sentiment?
Not that I saw.
No?
But I guess I'll have to comb through it a little bit more. Because Alex
I'm just wondering. I'm just asking.
Alex said that Jordan Addison was unguardable today, which isn't going to do us any good against the Bears, Falcons, or Bengals because he's not available.
Yeah, not unless there's a last minute, like governor's reprieve.
Alex said JJ was dialed in early, sailed a pass to Jalen Naylor, effective 2-minute drill with a very nice 4th down conversion, but didn't say anything about that. Kevin Seifert. Many, many people here excited by another long touchdown from local favorite Max Brosmer. Practice over, just under 2 hours. This from Seifert. Intense, but nothing close to a skirmish that I saw. J.J. McCarthy and Jordan Addison were clicking over the middle.
Okay. No, there's nothing skeptical in any of those comments, it seems. I mean, I guess, who was the first one? Lewis? He didn't say that McCarthy was great. Didn't he say it was kind of mixed?
He said he was solid. Yeah,
solid.
Good.
I thought he had something about, there were a couple things.
He said he was dialed early.
Oh, he did?
Which, that's a very complimentary.
I don't know what I was reading.
Seifert said McCarthy started 7-on-7s very sharp.
Okay.
Completed his first 6 passes, but ended the drill by sailing a pass to Jalen Naylor. Intercepted by Marcus Jones.
Okay.
So
I guess I'm the idiot.
Let's see what Gessling thought. Let me pull up Gessling here. He didn't really have much on JJ.
He bored with the whole thing?
It looks like he may have been on the other side, kind of doing the defense. He said Drake May just hit Mac Hollins for a long touchdown beyond Vikings' #1 defense. Hollins punted the ball into the stands after scoring.
Wow. Is that a fine? Do you get fined for that?
You probably will. Who knows? So, anyway.
Okay.
There's that.
Okay.
There's that. Did I have any other Vikings nuggets for you? I don't think I did.
Any injuries today?
I didn't see any injuries, so we should be good there.
It was confirmed as expected pre-scrimmage by KOC that JJ, as in Justin Jefferson, is not participating. No one's surprised by that, but he did make that official. He said he's still coming along fine, but they were not going to put him out there for that. And I think there were a couple other players that sat it out, too. I don't remember if any of them were
was one of them.
That's right.
I think C.J. Ham was one of them.
Okay.
Just dealing with a few things. Harrison Smith was sick or said dealing with an illness, so he didn't practice today. So nothing too crazy.
Here's, for whatever it's worth, Tenabe, Ron Johnson, and Parker Fox were on the program earlier today.
Yep.
And they were all commenting on JJ's lack of accuracy.
There you go.
So maybe there's something to, at least somewhere, maybe the truth is somewhere in between. I'm a little disappointed in the Jackals because it sounds like they were just writing, it looked great. So somebody, I guess it's all in the eyes of the beholder, right?
That's true.
I guess that's a lot of it. Maybe he needs to play in the preseason game against New England.
Which is Saturday.
High noon, right?
High noon, right here on The Fan.
Wouldn't miss it.
We've talked a lot about the Pohlad family, Joe in particular, mentioning earlier this morning that they're not going to give up control of the team. They are selling some of the team, some limited partners, a couple of them.
Yeah.
Let's check in with the talkbacks and see how fans are reacting.
I'll admit, I tried to keep a silver lining. Okay, let's clear the payroll, stock the farm system for the new ownership. I should know better. This is like the reverse North Star. The North Stars we wanted to keep, and Norm Green, who still sucks, by the way, rips them from our hands. And the Pohlads, who we just want to move on, simply won't go away. Minnesota sports, the gift that just keeps on giving.
Okay, well, that one.
He might want to get a better phone.
Well, or just
a better
talk into
speaker phone or something.
Talk into the phone.
That was brutal.
Hey guys, it's Max here. I'm fed up with the Pohlads acting like they're impoverished. They keep bringing up this $400 million in debt that they have, but if they were to actually put money into the Twins instead of cutting it, they'd actually have a good product and they'd be able to get people to be interested in the Twins again and be profitable eventually. But treat it as a business with no intention of putting money in, so you're going to get bad results. Thank you.
All right, so it seems like they're on the fence.
Yeah.
I think those are it for now that I wanted to grab.
I expected a lot more fear and loathing and mad as hell I'm not going to take it anymore, to be honest.
Well, here's one.
Hell no, Joe. The Pohlads got to go. You won't get any hard-earned dough from me anymore.
Wolves in 5.
Wolves in 5.
Wolves in...
Well, he was trying. I give him that.
5. Let's try this guy.
Joe Pohlad said himself that he wants to still stay with this team after they sell. There's no way that could happen. That's why I believe this whole thing was a farce. There's no way. And there should be no more people going to Target Field until they sell this team. It's ridiculous.
A lot of bad blood there. Well,
keep them
so
coming.
So far, by the way, the attendance has been fine.
People like going to the ballpark.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. They like going to the ballpark.
By the way, I was disappointed. New York Tabs ended up with headlines on the Mets. I think they got to go back and forth, even though the Twins were even easier to ridicule after last night's loss than they were game one of the series.
It was 8-1 by the time I turned it on. I think we'd walked 11 Yankees.
That's correct.
Wasn't that
11
the number?
Yankees.
So I popped in on it, said, hey, let's see what's going on in the Bronx. And that was it.
Let me give you a number on here, by the way. This is via our guy, Aaron Gleeman. Twins are now 44 and 125 versus the Yankees since 2002, including 9 straight losses. The Twins' winning percentage is .514 versus all other teams since 2002. All 3 Twins managers since 2002 have sub-270 winning percentages versus the Yankees. Rocco's the worst. He's at 237 against the Yanks. Molly, 259. Gaardsy, your guy, 269. So it's I mean, like I said, it writes itself for the tabloid headline writers. There's no question. And I think I'm disappointed they squandered an opportunity. Maybe they felt like it was the same. They don't want to keep going through the same ground, but they had a great opportunity to do that. Yankees going for the sweep tonight, or is this a 2-game series? I don't even know.
No, there's another game tonight.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I'm not that locked in on it. I can tell you, though, that Joe Ryan's pitching. We kept him against Cam. I don't want to say that name. Schlittler. Had to be careful with that one.
Whoa.
Make sure there was an extra L in there, and I think there was. Schlittler. First pitch, 6:05. We're going to do our best to try to remember all the breaks this hour. We didn't do that in the first hour, so we're going to do that in hour number 3 and try to hit the straddle and get ready for Pat Kessler in 15 minutes.
That sounds like a very good plan. Back in a minute. From Trista, we love you. We really do. We are aware the Twins' attendance over the course of this entire season is not fine. We know that they are bottom 5 on average. What we were speaking with for the entire season, what we were speaking of specifically was, I'm greedy. I want attendance to fall off the end of a table and not to wait until kids are back at school for it to happen. And so I was mildly disappointed with the weekend numbers. But no, we know. We've quoted them. We're well aware of them. The overall numbers are not very good. This one's out of nowhere. This is from 952 guy. Hey, Communist Dan, when are you interviewing your next woman NBA player?
What?
What does that mean? When are you interviewing your next WNBA player? Is that, yeah, I guess that's what. Well, we had one on, as it turns out, former, one of the all-time greats, Hall of Famer by the name of Lindsay Whalen. Had a great
jerseys in the rafters.
35 minutes with her in studio. Does that make me a communist? Maybe it does. Maybe I don't quite understand the term all that much. People are weird, man. They complain about, they whine about teams that disappoint and underachieve or don't commit. And then they're also whining because it's not like have we gone 24/7 on links this summer?
Don't think so. Yeah. We talked dog poop for 40 last night.
We mix it in because, frankly, I find it interesting. But beyond that, it's because they're good. And that still doesn't mean you have to watch every game or love them. But that's not my point. My point is you shouldn't be surprised that we might want to have the occasional discussion on it. Very strange. Speaking of that, well, this isn't speaking of that, but I guess I'm guessing 952 guy will think I'm even more of a communist for not sharing again, this is, I think, more of an online phenomenon than that people are picketing at TCO Performance Center. Keep that in mind. It's the online world. The people who have expressed great concern and disturbance over the fact that apparently the Minnesota Vikings now have a couple of male cheerleaders in the group.
Yeah.
And part of what I'm trying to navigate here is I really don't think most of the general populace is bothered at all. It's what happens when a couple people go online, sometimes meaning it, sometimes just trying to get people going, and then it gets built up. We talked about that. What was the story we were just talking about last week? Oh, the under the same classification it was the jeans.
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney stuff.
Yes, good memory.
So this may fall right into that same category. I don't know. I just don't think it's that. Let me put it this way: if for you, the whole objective of looking at cheerleaders is looking at female cheerleaders, they got plenty of them. There is really, I don't think, anything.
We get the calendar sent to us every year.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, we usually get it at State Fair. In fact, didn't we? Oh no, that was the Beefcake Kings,
the firefighters,
the firefighters.
Yeah, the firemen
who posed with Amy Klobuchar. Remember that? That was great. So you don't. I mean, you can pick who you stare at and objectify. That's the beauty, I guess, of being a cheerleader. It doesn't have to be the male. Is there two? I don't even know what the number is. I don't really care. And then somebody did have to bring up the old, Ronald Reagan was a cheerleader.
Think about it.
W was a cheerleader.
Yes.
College yell leader. What
the Vikings have had male cheerleaders before.
It's just bizarre to me.
Yes,
but
it is.
That probably also makes me more communistic. I don't know. The Pohlad's got to go. Twins fans deserve Mo. Links in 5. By the way, I think we said that WNBA finals are best of 7, but I think that's the only series that's best of 7. Is that correct? I should have asked Lindsay Whalen that.
That is my understanding.
I believe that's the only series. But that is the case. I'm not exactly sure. The texts are already coming in for Kessler. There's some bitterness from people. They're wondering if Kessie's going to go after CCO.
Really?
Oh, there's some juicy stuff. This is going to be a good test of Kessler's journalistic chops. It really will be, because he's going to, in part, it's my station. I can't mess with anybody at my station. But he asks a very interesting question. So I'll save that one for sure. Not going to tell him about it, though, because I don't want him to have to prepare. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I want to hit him cold with this one.
Remember last week when he had to call in from Milwaukee because he got in a bar fight almost? He just told me he was in another skirmish.
What is going on with him?
This time at a grocery store.
Is he becoming one of those guys who's like, you want a piece of me, that he's looking for stuff?
I feel like yes.
I think he's that bored.
Yeah,
and I think he's starting to get that feisty.
He needs the excitement in his life or something. But
was it somebody wearing a MAGA cap?
I'll let him if he wants to share this story.
All right.
No, it wasn't MAGA related.
Okay. Just wondering. This is possible. Paul writes, having the male dancer doing the girly dance moves just seems weird. Plus, he's taking a spot that should go to the female cheerleader.
Oh, we're doing that?
That's too good.
Yeah, taking a
Seems
spot.
like we're trying too hard to be... Well, I would say you're trying too hard to be bothered, given that... How many Vikings cheerleaders are there?
I don't
There's
know.
like 80.
There's at least 12 because there's one for every month.
78 of them are women, I think. So what
Wolves have had male cheerleaders too, by the way, or dancers.
Back in the day.
And we've survived.
Sure. Johnny Campbell was the founder of Cheerleading Athletes, our University of Minnesota, in 1898. 612 person writes.
Local angle.
1898. Do we really care? Cheerleaders in general have become an outdated concept since the 90s. You could make that argument. And I know there's some people who say, I don't need any of it anymore. I like the Packers' approach. I don't think the Bears have... They used to have the Honey Bears. I think they're gone.
You probably can't do that anymore.
You don't think so?
The Honey Bears?
Yeah, the Honey Bears. Well, it's a
little dated.
You think it's a little much?
In 2025, I don't know.
Well, no, I think that's referring to Bears Like Honey.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. I mean, well, that's the wink, at least. Regardless, I don't think... let's face it. I mean, it's still... You could say the whole concept is still sexist to a large degree. So I don't even know if it matters what you name it at this point. But I'm not sure what the percentages of teams that have cheerleaders. And for some people, they are bored with it. And I respect that position. I have no problem with that. You say, okay, it was a nice... Mm-hmm. Remember the Wolves? Because for a while, what the Wolves tried to do is we're going to go gymnastic on the bit.
The Reebok Performance Team?
That's it.
Yeah.
And
remember it well.
It didn't... It wasn't well accepted. Didn't last. And then for a while then, too, it was... The outfits, when we went back to Wolves cheerleaders, was they were too conservative. Remember that? There was a stretch then.
I don't.
It was like too conservative.
Oh, interesting. No.
And then they had to sort of like, okay, we got to sort of brighten this thing up a little bit. and tweak it. You know, I'm trying to be careful with my words here.
Yep.
And that's what we ultimately... Yeah, I think people will remember, old-time Wolves fans, they remember a stretch where it's like, well, why don't they just come out in muumuus? I mean, what's the point?
Interesting.
And so that apparently I don't remember that it lasted very long, but it was a bone of contention for a while. So Kessler, God knows what we're going to get into with Kessler. I know he's unhappy not only about everybody challenging him to fights, but also being passed over for two significant jobs on the political front. And we'll get to both of those, and we'll get to some other political stuff that he's got on his distinguished list. All of that coming up with Special K. We'll get his reaction to the Pohlad news. My guess is he'll try to spin it, although he's never been as much of an apologist for the Pohlads as he has been for the Wilfs.
Correct.
Right? Isn't that's the distinction? I don't know why. We'll find out now.
I wish the American media would take a great look at the views of the people in Congress and find out, are they pro-America or anti-America?
Pat Kessler. Because people have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook.
I can't trust Obama. He's an Arab.
Pat Kessler.
Tear down this wall.
I did nothing wrong at the Minneapolis airport.
Senator,
wear pants, not wear pants. You can do whatever.
And now, to help Dan break down all the tough questions in politics, it's our own
Pat Kessler.
Political Walk.
I feel like a supermodel, except like times 10.
Unbelievable.
It's Channel 4's
Pat Kessler
with Dan Barrero on the Fan.
The drug-fueled sex orgies. I never said that.
I think it was AI. We edited it. Send Julian down. Twins make me frown. The Pohlads are clowns. Wolves in 5. Or do you prefer 763 guy. Women should cheer so men can leer. I likes my beer, Wolzenfive.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Why are you?
That's good.
Why is it you're offended, somehow threatened, by the fact that the Vikings cheerleading squad now includes some men? What are you afraid of exactly? I don't understand.
Why would you say that?
Well,
I don't care.
Oh, you don't?
I don't even care. I'd say I welcome it.
I was told,
I
smoke 'em
welcome
if you got 'em.
It's about time.
Yeah,
is what I say.
That's basically.
It's about time. Now, why are people worked up about this?
I don't know.
Honest to God,
it's bizarre.
Have you looked at other NFL teams? I mean, I think.
Well, don't the Gophers have male cheerleaders?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not even news, is it?
I should find. I've had
every college does.
Yeah, they do, and I've had many photos taken with the Spirit Squad at the U of M.
Of course.
There are 12 NFL teams with male cheerleaders. People, seriously. Get a life.
These folks won't.
It's fine.
These
Don't
guys,
worry about it.
Texter Paul will just not give up the fight.
Oh, what up?
Think about how the last cheerleader to get cut feels when she's told she's being cut to make room for a guy who's going to dress in sequins and prance around. It just ain't right.
It's so good.
It's unbelievable.
So is this DEI? Like they felt like they had to do reverse?
You know what my guess is? My guess is there's some demand. There's some. They say, "Hey, I'd like to try out." Could it be as innocent as that?
Well, or could it be that these two fit they went through tryouts and they did great?
Yeah.
It's fine, everybody.
Larry Mondello guy has some new Kessler nicknames.
Oh, here we go.
The St. Paul Mauler, the Clay County Clobberer.
Oh, that's good.
The Fighting Farm Boy. Oh.
Well, when I'm with my brothers, we are the Fightin' Kesslers.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, so that's where it happens a lot.
Well, let's clear the deck. So what happened in a grocery store?
Nothing happened.
So did Gaardsy, he embellished that?
No, I told him in confidence. Like 30 seconds before I go on the air. I said, man... And, I need somebody to confide in, I said to him.
Well, that's the guy. No question.
I'm not sure you said that.
Yeah.
And then I said, can I trust you? And he said, yes. And the next thing I know, he's telling you on the air.
Well, now you got to go with it.
Okay, well, here's the deal. I'm at a grocery store.
This is since the Milwaukee bar
It's like
incident.
yesterday, I think, or the day before. People are coming up to me and they want to fight me now.
You want a piece of me, Kessler?
Yeah, that's what it is. And, I'm at a grocery store, and, I go from sample table to sample table.
Yes,
like,
I've heard
have you
that
ever
about
been
you.
to Costco?
Yes.
I mean, you don't even have to have lunch.
That's true.
So I'm at a grocery store, and they're sampling salmon, which, if I could pick one food that you have to eat every day for the rest of your life,
I'm with you.
It'd be salmon.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
And I'm looking at them, and I'm trying to pick the biggest one that looks really good. And so I pick one, and I say, oh, there's a better one. And I go grab the other one.
Well, what, after you touched the first one?
Exactly.
Well, I didn't touch the food. I just touched the container, the small plastic.
You can't do that. Then you got to stick with it.
And so the server grabbed the server, I thought she was going to slap my hand. She grabbed the thing very demonstrably, shaming me, turned around, walked probably 8 steps to a receptacle, threw it in there, and stormed back.
Oh, I love this.
And I said, what did I do?
What'd I do?
I said, what did I? You touched it.
You did.
You touched it.
You shouldn't touch it.
And I said, well, I didn't know.
Put it back.
I said,
I
didn't
get a
know.
slightly bigger piece of salmon.
I didn't.
What a glutton.
Well, it just looked a little better.
Yeah.
So, but I said, I didn't know. I said, I would have eaten it had you given me the chance. And I'm getting agitated, because I'm embarrassed. And so then I feel shame.
Yeah.
And then I feel
sheepish.
And then I feel anger, and then I strike out.
You threatened her?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
But I was very, I was so ashamed.
Yeah.
At this public.
You know what? You'll never do that again.
I will never do it.
Message conveyed.
I should have said that.
So
message received.
Did she slap your hand like that?
No, but here's the deal. I realize because I speak very loudly in public.
Right.
I mean, I just that's how I speak.
Well, when you get old, That's what, you don't even know your own voice.
Well, this has been my whole life. My gal will be at some store, and I'm throwing out the F-bomb, and she's like, "Oh my God, will you stop?" And people are starting to look at me, and I'm thinking, "Oh man, I am such a Richard." Yeah, so I mean, I am sorry, Sample Lady. I am really sorry. I did not mean that.
This is your public apology to Sample Lady.
It is. I feel terrible about it.
Was she visibly upset? Like when she threw it, was it demonstrative, like threw it hard down in the garbage can?
Yes. It was like the dude slamming his drink down on the bar last week. I mean, it was like that. And so I'm thinking, do I piss people off?
It must be. You got a little more of that element than you thought
I don't
you did.
know what it is.
Wow.
What is it? Yeah, so...
Well, the danger...
So I feel a little better. I mean, I feel terrible about it, and I will never do it again.
Well, the danger of you revealing the Milwaukee story is... Folks are going to, it's almost, if they see you, they're going to almost, that's going to be their challenge. Can I get Kessler going? Can I see if he'll rise to the bait and actually threaten to fight me or something? That's what you got to now worry about in public.
Dan, I'm a lover, not a fighter.
That's what they say. That's
what I am. And I have a T-shirt that I think I'm going to need to wear. And it says, cuss less, kiss more.
Well, be careful on that, too. Because some people may not want your
cheerleaders
kisses. No, they may not want, there's just, you don't be presumptuous about kissing everybody.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
So you're not next time going to kiss the lady passing out the samples, are you?
Thank you, Gaardsy, for allowing me to confide in you.
What?
How bad I feel.
Yeah, this did develop quickly.
That's what it's like. What? What did I do? What?
Larry Mandela asks probably a better follow-up question than I have to this point.
Yep.
And I admit, it was so indelicate, I might have been afraid to ask it. He's not.
Mm-hmm.
So has Kessler been banned from the Kowalskis on Grand Avenue?
Well, who said that's where it was?
Well, that's the bit. You're not denying it.
Who said, well...
You're not denying it.
I'm not going to deny.
Are you banned?
Well, have I ever been banned anywhere? How would dude know?
Larry Mandela guy knows everything. TP2K guy writes, Kessler tried to fight me at the gas station yesterday, and he wasn't even there.
Sure, why that's good. That's good. Yeah, I mean, I have things that, things go wrong. I feel like Larry Craig sometime in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Larry David.
Yeah.
Larry Craig was at the
Larry
airport.
Craig's very different. That's why.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Save that one.
Okay, no.
Save that one for sure.
No. Hold on. I did nothing wrong at the Minneapolis airport.
It's called a wide stance, my friend.
Yeah, so, God, remember that one?
Oh, that was one of our favorite stories. We milked years out of that one.
Yeah, and so did I have to buy an actual ticket? I might have had to buy an actual ticket
to get to the restroom.
To get into the restroom.
To report exclusively
to take a photo of the actual stall.
Yeah, I think you did.
And I think they had to change everything because people were making pilgrimages.
I side with Kessler. I work in the grocery industry. Mm-hmm. People are always grabbing the trays and moving them around until they find the piece they want. So you're getting some support here for the approach you took.
Thank God.
Just saying.
Well, yeah, it was inadvertent. I mean, I wasn't thinking. And now that it's explained to me, I understand.
Is this true, by the way? You're the political reporter.
Mm-hmm.
Current Republican U.S. Rep in Minnesota, Brad Finstad, is a former Viking cheerleader. Is that true?
What?
Just asking.
Well, I got to Google that because on the internet.
I figured you would know.
That is something.
Does it ring a bell?
No, it absolutely does not.
Maybe it's a bit.
Well, let's check. I know a couple of former Goldie Gophers. So, I got to look that up right now.
Yeah, look it up. You got time.
Yeah,
there's other things we can get to.
Yeah. That doesn't sound right, though.
Let's see. They had male cheerleaders in the late 90s, they meaning the Vikings. I know because I had good season tickets, and 3 dudes threw one of the female cheerleaders quite high, didn't catch her.
Ooh,
she landed very poorly with a thud. The ambulance took about 50 minutes to get her in. And what a trooper she was. She gave the obligatory thumbs up going into the ambulance. I don't have much recollection of that. But
well, we got to set the record straight on this because according to AI, which is always accurate.
Well,
the AI
62%
overview.
of the time.
There is no information suggesting that the congressman was once a Minnesota Vikings cheerleader. So what?
Not that there would be anything
we're getting
wrong.
No,
with
there's
that.
nothing wrong with it.
That's the problem with this.
To
so eagerly clear the record is like, well, there'd be something wrong if he did.
No,
So somebody, I guess, meant that as a bit.
I have many photos that I'm going to have to find them during the show of me having photos taken with the
it's a good
Spirit
line.
Squad.
I actually like the line. It's from 507 guy. I think he's trying to make a political point. A Republican. Then what would the guy?
Well,
who
how do
says
we
I'm a
know that the
communist
two
do?
male cheerleaders are not?
It's very possible. Very, very possible.
Will President Trump remove all federal funding from the Minnesota Vikings now? That's the question.
Well, it's inevitable.
He's asking Coca-Cola not to use sugar. He wants to get the cane sugar now.
Do you want your ethical question, journalistic question?
I want nothing to do with it.
Well, I think I have to ask you.
Yeah, go.
Is it the Gulf of Mexico or the Gulf of America? The reason I'm asking is because Kessler's good buddy, Jonah Kaplan from WCCO, CBS affiliate, recently referred to the Gulf of America during a live broadcast of the 5 p.m. news. Forever and always known as Gulf of Mexico. This is Jen from East Side St. Paul.
I know
I don't
Jonah.
know if this is accurate.
He's a very good reporter. He's a great reporter,
So you're
investigative reporter. No, I'm just going to say this. If I don't know that this is true,
right?
But if it is, I would disagree. It's the Gulf of Mexico. Are we going to switch it back after Trump leaves office, have an executive order? Are we going to rename everything again and go back? I do know journalists, and I don't disagree with this. You can say the Gulf of Mexico, or as President Trump calls it, the Gulf of America. Yeah, then I'm okay with that.
I'm fine with you, too.
So, Jonah, really good reporter. So he had his reasons if he did it.
Selby Fairview guy is back. It's almost 1 year later from the fair since Kessler screamed at me, "You're Rod Stewart's nephew." No, I'm his cousin. And we still haven't gotten our haircut together with Bobby and Alex at our barbershop, Elizabeth's. That's Selby Fairview guy. What does that even mean? I don't get the bit.
Well, my barber, who's really talented, Alex Fuentes. He's really good. And apparently, above the barbershop, very Charles Schultz-like, as you know, Charles Schultz's father. He lived above the barbershop. And above the barbershop lives Rod Stewart's cousin.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's coming back to me now.
So there you go. And he arm shivered my barber at the state fair while he was talking to me. Arm shivered him out of the way, so that we could talk. So, now what? I mean,
no, this isn't about you.
No, this is good. Just
this is a stunning array of texts from people continuing to exhibit great fear of male cheerleaders.
Well,
it's. I guess I should. Again, it's not real life. It's the text line.
Well, I love answering text line questions. By the way,
not this one.
I'm saying that I think the text line people who are afraid of it are afraid of objectifying the male body form.
That might be
what they're doing.
That must be what it is.
That's what it is.
I have absolutely no idea. It's
pretty
very
good.
Strange. All right, let me ask you something. You've tended over the years, I think Gaardsy and I both agree, to be an apologist for the Wilfs.
Absolutely. Or wait.
At least you're honest about it.
Well, wait.
However, I don't remember if you were quite the same lickspittle when it came to the Pohlads. Regardless, do you care to weigh in on this Sarwanga, this massive backpedal from we're going to sell to nope, I'm staying in charge. Pohlads, one of the Pohlads, me or a couple others, and we're bringing in some other people. What are these guys doing?
You're not going to like my take on this.
Oh my God!
I was shocked. I was really shocked when it happened.
Yeah,
because
but now it's growing.
I mean, it's
and Gaardsy apparently
end it. If I can't,
what do you mean?
I can't be in limbo for 2 years.
Oh, I see.
If you're not going to do it, then say you're not going to do it, and let's just take it back.
But then why do it in the first place?
Have you ever sold a house?
Yes.
And so it's on the market for, in your case, like a week. But in my case, it would be months.
Right.
And then you pull it back, and you go, you know what? I'm just not going to do it.
After you sold?
No,
after you put it up
it
for
won't
sale.
sell.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So here's the deal. So I'm thinking back to last year, and Joe was saying if they sell the team, he wants to remain as the president of baseball.
Oh, he's earned it.
Well, now in retrospect, I'm thinking he never wanted to sell it in the first place.
There might be some truth to
What
that.
if?
But then isn't it a stupid, knowing his public relations problems, isn't this a really stupid way to do it? Because in the end, he's going to get, no one's going to celebrate this. He's going to get penalized because he raised hopes of people who said, enough, it's time to go in a different direction. And now it's, no, we changed our mind.
You know, in my house, we don't say the word stupid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Moronic?
So, yeah.
Is that
that's pretty good.
You say the F-bomb in public.
Yeah, you're acting like there's some distinction.
Or we
here.
don't say we don't.
Did you use the F-bomb with the woman passing out the salmon?
No.
You sure?
Yes, I respect people who have these kinds of jobs. I mean, it's a tough job because there are people like me who come up to them all the time. Now, where was I? I mean, so...
Are you going to start working out with Rosen? Somebody said that's what you need to do now to kind of, because now you're being physically challenged all the time.
Do people challenge him all the time?
Well, no, Rosen, that's the bit. The bit noon to 3 is he's, got a trainer and he's constantly working out and he's,
he said he feels better at 75 than he did at 45.
He's oiling up during workouts and standing in front of the mirror.
Have you seen me lately? Does this body look like it happens all by itself? Yeah, I'm going to work out. Yeah, I mean, come on now.
What time's your apology to Google? Somebody's saying on Google it's the Gulf of America, not the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, here's the thing. In around the world, it is known as the Gulf of Mexico. And I suppose you could make a case that in the United States, because the president decreed it, this is something that we now must call it. I don't believe that is the name of it, just because he said it is. As I've said before, I've got a cow, Dan, and my cow has 5 legs. But that doesn't make it true. That doesn't make it so.
It doesn't?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That's just how I feel.
I'm just saying. That's I haven't even checked. I don't even know if that's true.
Has that all been changed with the world map makers? Are we still going to do this? I mean, I do like President Trump's selections today for the Kennedy Center honorees, and we'll get to that, I hope.
We're going to get to it.
Because I'm fascinated with this.
Well, I'm fascinated by another aspect of the story.
But yeah, so back to the Twins. I'm not making this up. We're watching the Yankees game last night, me and my gal, my beautiful gal.
Freaky?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And don't call her that.
Oh, she hates that, doesn't she? Well, you're right.
It's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Too late now.
Yeah.
No callback I can do.
So we're talking about, I know
maybe
they're
Gaardsy
losing and all
on
of
the
this.
delay.
And we were actually talking about, we got the basis of a team. You got Cody Clemens and you got...
What are you talking about?
They
cleaned out the bullpen.
I know the bullpen is the problem.
Are all
I know
gone.
the bullpen is the problem. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
And meanwhile, Correa's become an MVP candidate in 2 weeks in Houston.
And then boy, he threw him under the bus on the way out.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Well, he threw some shade.
I thought it was the pitcher who did that. Was it Correa?
I think Correa. Yeah, he said I knew that they weren't going to do anything.
All right. Well, who's going to be the local? So you're shocked.
So I'm shocked, but I accept this and just hope for the best. I'm not going to boycott the Twins. I'm not going to do it. You will, I know. Are you going to?
Boycott's too strong a term. But I would not give him any money. No.
So that means you're not going to go to a game.
No.
Okay, so you're not going to go to a game.
I won't go to the
You're
press
not
box.
going to give them any money, but that's not a boycott.
Well, I guess it is technically. I just hate it's more strident than I intend.
I will go. I really enjoyed the last game at Champions Club.
Well, see, that's the thing.
It was awesome.
You've just gotten bought off. I mean, it's as simple as that.
Oh, this nothing given to me.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, we go to but my favorite seat is down the first baseline. That's in the outfield.
Of course, it is.
It is.
In the outfield, so you're talking about, is it still called the Delta Sky Club?
No, all the way down.
Oh.
That is my profile pic, as a matter of fact.
Is
if
that
you look
right?
on Twitter, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I was very surprised, and I think for public relations, I think this has not been handled well at all.
That's an understanding.
And I don't know who is handling public relations over there, but there are a lot of different ways.
It's not their fault.
You can ease. Well,
you can't reason. I mean, you can't tell obviously a billionaire what to do. You can't.
Well, the thing is, last year the one thing that irritated me a lot, and I'm still irritated, is when their fifis got hurt last year because people were all over them when they decided they were going to downsize and then sell the team and they
right-size the payroll.
Yeah, but they were upset that people thought that they weren't good baseball owners. And this is an institution that you have temporary custody of, and it's something that is beloved in this state and in this town, and that did irritate me. And again, I think that somebody ought to talk to them about how to do it better. Like I know. I mean, I don't know what I do, but there are things that you can say that would make this a little better. So, yeah, shocked I was. I was very, very surprised. I worry about whether they're going to be able to rebuild this team quickly with a payroll cut and trading everybody and doing all of that. But that's baseball.
All right, let's talk about the changes briefly here on the state security, where some, I think, positive changes have been made, tightening up security. I still am in the camp that believes I'm not going to take it totally seriously until you get to a point where, as some have suggested, you bring in metal detectors. There's still a way to make it to people's house and have metal detectors. But give me the basic changes and whether this could just be the start of many more to come, or we're going to end up getting, saddled by the same bureaucracy that seems to slow us down on everything. When I'd like to think both Sharks and Jets, left and right, would say, we got to do what we got to do here now. That this is one thing we could agree on. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's fanciful. But I thought everybody, post-assassination, were in the same boat on, we can't mess around with this any longer.
I think people are still in shock. I talked to a lot of people at the Capitol who are, shock is starting to wear off a little bit, but they alternate between deep sadness and deep anger. And how do you fix this is going to be the question. Unilaterally, the Capitol Security, in charge of the state Capitol, has done a couple of things now. They have closed off many of the entrances. Now, I know this state Capitol in and out. I know every entrance, every exit. A few weeks ago, we remember the story of some guy who has some mental health issues, and he's in the women's bathroom after hours, totally soaked, and makes his way to the Senate chamber, and he's sitting there like the MAGA shaman, the QAnon shaman in the president's chair. And it's like, oh my God, what is going on? So they are now.
Did we ever get an explanation other than he propped open a door? But how did he have a chance to prop?
Well, I know this Capitol, and I know what door it is, and there are mechanical doors.
Okay.
And I mean, there are ways. There used to be ways that if you know your way around, or you just happen to be lucky, you might be able to get in. This was wide open, and there were 14 entrances to the state Capitol, public entrances, not including the mechanical doors or the delivery doors, and all but 2 of them have now been shut down. You can climb the Capitol steps and get in up there, and that's the way to do it. They are still talking about hiring more security officers. They want to hire 20 more security officers, according to NPR. But there are still some really serious problems. What are you going to do that's bigger than that? The Capitol Security Committee, which has not met in months, a bunch of legislators meeting, and they're going to meet, I believe, on the 20th.
Oh, I'd take the time. They should take the time.
I just, honest to God, and they had all this money available, $40 million, and they only spent $2 million. But there is still, according to people I talked to, there's still a strong opposition to banning guns.
All right, let's hold that thought.
In the Capitol.
I want to stay on schedule, and we can get back. I want to revisit that subject. We'll get to a couple of other stories as well. More with Kessler.
Man.
Pat Kessler, part 2. Let's stay with the security question. So you were saying before the break, there is not unanimity on the idea of metal detectors at the state capitol. So, are there legal questions regarding whether it's enough of the open people's house if you do it? Are we violating some trust in that regard? Because I don't think we are. Or is there something else regarding those who say, nope, that's a bridge too far, even though in many other locations we deal with that every day?
No, it's just a value. It's a Minnesota value that we want this open. We want it to be open enough for us to see
it's
the people.
Still going to be open.
And that's the thing. And how restrictive do we want to be? So there's nothing legal about it. Where we see the most opposition is to banning guns, because guns are now allowed for permit holders in the Minnesota State Capitol. And some of the opposition, some of the stronger opposition is coming from Minnesota State legislators who want to be able to carry guns, and I know a number of them who do. So is that going to be, that's where the big fight will be. I think it's going to be tough to put in metal detectors, although when they redesigned and rehabbed the Capitol a few years ago, they did wire it for that. But, I mean, how many metal detectors do you go through at every baseball game, every sporting event? You're going to a concert. We're doing this. Is the airport. We're doing this already. Will it stop people from coming into the Capitol? No, I don't think it will. But that is going to be one of the big check the bags, just like they do wand the bags.
Well, let me ask you this question:
Go for football game. That's what they can do.
Who ultimately would have the power? Is it a commission? Is it a group of legislators? Is it the governor? Who could make the decision if they want to say this is what we want to do going forward? We understand. We've listened to everybody here, but that's what we want to do. We want to have metal detectors.
Well, I believe they're going to have to take a vote. So this committee, which is made up of members of the House and the Senate, Democrats and Republicans, they will come up with recommendations. Some of the stuff, as I said, can be implemented without any vote of the legislature. But if you're going to ban guns in the legislature, you're going to have to take a vote on that. But for something like closing off many of the public entrances, you can do that. You can find ways to make it safer without going through a rigmarole of hearings and a vote.
So let me ask you. Let me give you this hypothetical. You got, as we said, there's plans to hire 20 more security officers. Mm-hmm. There are obviously now fewer public entrances, right? Yes. Basically, you've gone from 14 to 2.
Yes,
correct. So let's say, for the sake of discussion, that there's a security guy who sees somebody come through and senses some tension in that person, something they don't like, and they say, we would like to search you. Is there any method by which can that legally happen, or is that literally no? How dare you? You can't possibly do that. What's the protocol in place?
Yeah, I think that's difficult to do because there are a lot of people who come through the Capitol, and I would be there at all hours of the day and night, and people come in there and they get in your face, or they want to stand on a tall stool and read the Bible page by page by page for 8 hours.
Right.
That's their right. Mm-hmm. That's their right to come there.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And debate and fight and do whatever. When security sees something like that, they will monitor it. And there are many, many, many cameras that monitor everything that goes on in the Capitol now. And you can zoom in and you can follow this person. You can do whatever. So I don't think people are going to be confronted. But if you see someone that is obviously, and it's got to be obvious, somebody that is going perhaps to do something that's violent, of course you can stop that person. But that's not how they operate there. They're usually very cool, very gentle. They're very friendly, and that's how they do security there.
So has the DFL endorsed candidate for mayor of the city of Minneapolis announced any plans to resign? I'm just asking on the basis of what I understand about his record. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Well, no. The answer is no. You're talking about the driving record.
Correct. Yes. Well,
I thought, what? Did I miss something?
It's on your list.
Yeah. So this is, this is going to be the silly stuff that people pay attention to, though. Apparently the DFL endorsed candidate, and there's still challenges to his DFL endorsement, by the way.
Yeah.
I love Minneapolis for all this kind of stuff. And the Democrats there, oh my God. It's just, nothing is easy.
The gift that keeps
with the
on
Democrats,
giving.
yeah. So the DFL endorsed candidate, Omar Fateh, is somebody who is a Democratic socialist and is coming under a lot of fire for his programs. But now our friend Rochelle Olson at the Star Tribune reports that he has been ticketed twice in the last year for texting while driving. But that's not the outrage factor here. The outrage factor is that this Democratic socialist is driving a 2023 BMW X3.
Isn't that interesting?
Is that what a man of the people...
Is that what Mayor Fry would drive in?
You know, and so this is where it gets so precious.
Yeah, it does.
So are you allowed to drive that car if you're a Democratic socialist? Or do you have to have, because I
like
did
a bucket of bolts instead,
yeah, bucket
right?
of bolts, yeah. So I looked it up, and it they go for a 2023, $45,000 to $72,000, which as people are pointing out,
that's good socialism.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Does everybody get one?
Yeah,
that'd be
a campaign.
You
promise.
get a BMW X3. You get a
yes.
But then it gets too cute by half because Mayor Fry wants people to know that he drives a 2003 Element
with like 362,000 miles.
And I don't even know what that is. I can't in my head conjure up
either.
what
I know
that looks
Honda.
like.
I don't know about an Element.
Yeah, Honda.
Neither of you would.
Wow. But you do.
Not
locked in.
Not lately he doesn't.
Totally locked in on the
He's
Element.
a little
Totally know
boxed
what
on
it
that
is
right now, but that's another story.
No, you drive one of those cubes, one of the ones the hamsters
No,
sell?
he most assuredly does not.
So as Fry says, he drives that because he drives across the country to run in marathons. He can lay the seats flat and sleep in it rather than pay for hotel
He didn't
rooms.
really say that.
Because he's so thrifty.
He didn't really say that.
He did.
Oh, my God. This whole thing is...
It's so good, though.
It is the gift.
It's
All
so
right,
good.
lastly, because we're going to run out of time.
Yeah.
So Friday, the president is meeting Putin. It's Friday, right, in Alaska?
Yeah, huh?
So what are the odds that we could actually have a deal that the Ukrainians can also live with here? Where is this going?
I don't see the odds of anything happening here, and I'm uneasy about the whole thing. You're going to have Putin, who has an arrest warrant out for him because he's a war criminal who has stolen children from Ukraine, and he's going to meet Trump one-on-one. They're going to meet alone to talk about how to solve the war in Ukraine. Now, I got to say, it's probably a really good thing that Trump is doing this. I move this thing forward if you can, push the ball forward if you can do it, but there's no plan for anything. Putin, the grown-up KGB agent, has been through many of these things. He has stared down far greater adversaries, I think, than Trump right now. So I'm a little bit nervous about this if they trade land or whatever, and this could be the great appeasement, similar to World War II. But again, I want to be clear. It's probably a good thing that he's doing something that no one has done before. Try to push him into something. Trump said today that if nothing comes out of this, that there will be severe consequences for it. But
we've heard that before.
I don't know, man.
We'll see.
I don't know. I feel nervous about it. I'm hopeful that something happens, and give him you know what? Just give him the damn Nobel Prize.
But let me ask you this.
Just give it to him.
That's true.
Give
if he pulls it off.
to him.
Yeah, if he pulls it off.
And then it's over.
Well, in other words, don't even wait for him to pull it off because he's going to assume he deserves it.
No,
anyway.
if he pulls it off, I think he deserves it.
Well, I agree.
Go for it.
But I mean, what are the odds that we've seen him when there's other people around, like the head of the Fed, that he wants to shame publicly, mock and ridicule? He doesn't worry. He loves the cameras are there.
Yeah.
Is he capable of doing the same thing side by side with your guy
Putin? 1,000% no.
That would show me something.
Okay. Oh, well, that would be like the Doge guy, Big Balls.
That's right.
That's what that would be.
That's exactly it.
And that's just his name. That's all. I'm not saying anything except that's just his name.
We'll see you at the next Twins home game.
Okay, it's a deal, man.
It's a deal. Maybe we'll go together.
Outfield. You and I.
Outfield?
Yeah, we'll be down first baseline all the way down.
Yeah, of course you will.
Let's do it.
Pick them up in your element. We will see you next Thursday.
Oh, that's right.
At the Minnesota State Fair. No Wednesday appearance for Kessler next week.
I cannot wait. State Fair.
Day one.
Our State Fair.
You will not be our first guest that day.
Well, he knows that.
You know that because it's got to be two dogs. Okay.
No, I can't wait for the first guest, too.
He might show up early just to see
I will. Our
reptiles.
State Fair is a great state fair.
Oh,
the greatest in the country.
Undeniable.
There it is. Boom. Done.
Thank you. Kessler, 5, 6, and 10 on Channel 4.
How to successfully alienate your fan base. First, you have to win a playoff series and then immediately cut payroll the next year. Then you excite the fan base even more with the lure of selling the team, and then you pull the carpet out. Come on, man. What's next?
All right, Twins fans, it's time to boycott this team. There's no reason to keep paying for a product that doesn't pay you back. $400 million in debt to this franchise is nothing. These owners have the money to pay it off if they wanted to. Clearly, they're not invested in the product. You shouldn't be either. Until they actually prove something out. No reason to watch, no reason to buy, nothing Twins related going forward.
Show wrap presented by American Pressure, commercial grade pressure washer since 1975.
It's the bumper to bumper show wrap.
Is that the talkback line? That's what it sounded like.
Those are folks hitting the talkback.
Okay. We appreciate their participation in today's festivities. First half hour of the show, we went long. And it was all about my own reaction to the Pohlad Sarwanga of the day. And it will be available to you after the show. That was between 3 and 3:30. That was followed by an in-studio visit by Lindsay Whalen. We cut that a little short for two reasons. One, to get back to the A topic of the day. And also, she had to pick up her dogs. So it worked better. I think we had her on to about 10 after 4. But we did get into some good Lynx conversation. Her impressions of why the team is easily, from a record standpoint, I think now by 6 clear games, the best record in the WNBA. About the Carrington addition, she confirmed that we now have the name pronunciation correct. And a little bit about, she's obviously deals a lot with the point guards, with the 2 point guards. And starting with Courtney Williams. And we had a good discussion about that as well. That was between 3:30 and 4, or 4:10. And Lavel gave us some bonus time at 4:30. And really, I thought, I don't know what you thought. I don't know if he's trying to throw me off the track. I didn't think he played the part of Twins Lickspittle.
No.
Maybe under pressure. I'll be curious to see what he writes. He made it sound like he was going to go pretty nuclear tomorrow. We'll see what nuclear is. I think I was fairly nuclear in the first hour of the show, first half hour. But in any case, we thank Lavel for extra time between 4:30 and 5, and of course, the Special K. Now, apparently, trying to get into fights with everybody, including grocery servers, which is very strange.
The sample lady.
The sample lady. You can't. I tend to agree with sample lady. I don't think, even if you don't touch the fish, the sample fish, if you touch the little item that it's placed on,
you take it.
You got to take it.
Yeah.
You can't, there's a bigger piece of fish.
I have to imagine that was I'm hoping that was like the 50th person that had done the same thing that day, and she just had it.
She just went.
The
best part was she doesn't really say anything to him, but she just grabs it from him, does the exaggerated walk to the garbage can, and slams it down. That's just brilliant. I mean, that's the Larry David move. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
That same situation.
Oh, it's so good.
That's really, really good.
Maybe Kessler just needs to stay home.
Tomorrow might be a good day for Dr. Dan's inbox, I'm guessing.
Think so?
Timing should be pretty good there. People can get out of their system what they didn't today. In addition, we'll go A section with counter-terror big knocker Michael Hurley to talk about in more detail what Trump might be able to accomplish meeting Putin at this point, and what Hurley makes of the latest Middle East morass. It goes on and on and on, and now Israel deciding they want to move in and basically take over the whole thing again. How's that going to go? What's the end game? What's the strategy? Does any of it work at this point? So Mike Hurley tomorrow, I think he's 3:30, is he not?
That's what you told me.
That's what I said to you, yeah. Good guests there, and then some very good guests going into next week, heading into the Great Minnesota Get-Together. I saved, somebody mentioned, it was a good callback from Clayton out of Rochester, wanted a Kessler opinion about our dog poop controversy from yesterday. And I said, I wouldn't give Kessler any detail about it because I don't think he heard it yesterday. So I want to get your honest, unvarnished view on that issue, on that controversial issue. And I think we'll be able to do that next Thursday when he joins us from the State
That's
Fair.
a great State Fair topic.
Yeah, it's a little, well, I don't know if lighter is the right term, but a little less. One is polarizing, but maybe a little less controversial as well. All right, let's say that's it for today. I thought it went very well start to finish. Appreciate all those texting. We've got a lot of good texts today, and appreciate your interest in the program. Fan on Demand is going to follow us, as is tradition, at least 4 days a week. Dan Patrick will follow Fan on Demand. And the Yankees going they got the brooms out. I wonder if the Twins might be inspired by the news that, you know what, our ownership's going to stay in place. The guys who signed off on cleaning out our bullpen, they're back for good. Wonderful. Got to be inspiring. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
It's frustrating. Real frustrating. Got my cell phone in case we make that big trade. It's not good baseball.